Hello. So, and then this last segment here is just we're talking about how to. So we've seen this one now. The last thing we want to talk about is how to different levels of testing, because sometimes when a test pass or fail, it will tell you the level of issue that is finding. And an example is if we go here and run this test, this some of the tests will pass, will fail, and it will tell you if these are like if these violations are probably like they are critical issues. I mean, you can implement the login here to get a detailed report. There's a way to do that on their website. I'll be pointing you guys to like links how to do that. But here, if you want to, these are like violations. Each of these violations are classed as critical, like non-critical, and things like that. These are all of them are set up at the default by the default. But if you want to like probably just check specific violation, so you can do that. So let's go and create a new test. So let's say violation check. So let's say violations checks checks. Press on enter. Here I want to, let's say, oh, so I can't spell violation. Sorry about that. Let's go back and probably just now write in my tongue violation. There you go. So I'm just going to right click here and just type violation.cy.ts, and again, just to make things easy, we just go here and copy the test and copy everything and just paste it in here. Right, so here we go. So in this case it's violation checks. Right, so in this one, what we want to do in this case is we use something called, not rule now, so we use something called as include impacts, where we want to include. So this is something called include impacts. In this include impacts, it has an array that you take. So the first one, probably, let's say this is the only thing we want to include now is something that is critical. It has moderate and all that, so you can list all that out, but by default everything else is listed out. So why go into, so these are like probably due to budget, you guys just want to look at critical defects on that website. So this is how to do that. We just go back here and just rerun the test so you can see. So now this is violation check. These are going to give us critical things. There's no critical issues that we found. All of the things we've been finding are not critical. That's what this this is saying. So let's actually just go and browse this. So we say this is let's say violations here. So browse, just go to the internet and find out. So go to their website, they will list out different things that they have. Right, so this is it here. Just read up. There's a whole lot of things here that you can find. You can see. So let's say this is violation or always violations here. Okay. So violations, have I found it rather than needs review? Yeah, there you go. So that's a violation here. So you can see impact. Let me see. What am I looking at? Violation. I know that this is needs review. So this is rule. This is check. We've talked about the rules, how you can apply the rules, and then we talked about impact. It's called impact. What is it called again? Let's have a look on the test how it's called. Impacts. So let's go and then go back to the website. Impacts. So impacts here are 7. Yeah, there you go. That's what we're looking for. If it is minor issue you're targeting, just put it here. But by default, as I did say, everything else is actually enabled by default. But you can just list them out. This is minor, moderate, serious, and critical. This is impact. We've looked at rules. I think the last thing I might want to be telling you guys is something called as run only. And in this run only, obviously, now that we're here, let's look at this run only here. This run only here just limit which rules are executed based on names and tags. So so this is how that is set up actually. you can just, so when you want to set up tests, as an example here, it says to run both WCAG 2.0. Obviously they're now 2.0, so within that 2.0 there's level A, the level AA, all of that. If you want to do that, these are the code for it. You can just take it and put it in there. So this is how it's done. We will take this and then go and put it on our test. And in this case, basically what he's saying is that we just want to target anything that is complying with these rules. So this rule, you can just go read them up. These are accessibility rules. In some of the tests we've done, the client was just interested in anything that obeys this WCAG 2.0, which is called 2.0A really, but 2.2A really. Obviously we went ahead and just done 2AA. I suppose 2AA actually supersede 2A because this is an improvement of this. Obviously each one is improvement of the other, but this one is just giving you an example. And again, you can just do like values, but let's forget about that one. Let's talk about just the last one really. So here I'll comment this out just to okay, let's create something new this time. So we just say violation, violation, or just let's say run only. So let's say run only test .cy.ts. Yeah, press and enter. And if I comment this out and just so I can paste the rules that I got. So what I'm going to do is to like copy every single thing here. Again, just as we normally do, just paste it in here. And I'll just copy this. Copy and just put it in here. So this one is simply just looking for this. Put it here. Let's see what I've messed up. This is looking at, so yeah, this is looking at type. Just spare me 1 second. Let me just sort this out. So I'll just take this out and then I'll just take this out. So if I just go here and just paste it and then just do that and just go in here and just paste. So I just want to see what I'm, yeah, exactly. So I think I missed it. So what I missed here is that I have to say run only here. There you go. So this run only, now I can now go and paste and say what I want to run only here is I want to say type here. What is it? So this is tag, and that's why I missed it here. So I can now copy this now and then put it in here. That's what I missed out previously. So how many did I miss out? Yeah, missed it out. There you go. So I just removed that now. So this run only is just saying that it will just test. If you take out this rule here, it will just only apply and test this rule. If you leave it that way, it will just apply for the two rules and catch anything within this category. So this is by run only the rules that you want specifically to be checked. So this will do that. So I'll just go here and just go to test and just rerun that. So let's go back. Let's go to run only and run it and see what we get. There you go. So these are going to find only 3 rules. That's just within the bound of this. Anything that is into this WCAG 2AA and 2A are just not going to be picked up. Thank you guys. This has been interesting talking about accessibility testing with Cypress-Axe, TypeScript setup and all of that. So if you need anything else, just hit me up with more in-depth analysis and videos on or how to actually just do this proper accessibility test. There are more tools like Microsoft Insight and things that you can use to do more accessibility testing. But for now, thank you. Bye.